Hello, my name is Mason Colonel. The purpose of this video is me explaining why I have the disposition for teaching and what qualities an educator should have. It's also because I was assigned to do it. So moving on, the qualities that I have that would be good for teaching are that I am an equal opportunist, meaning that I treat everybody fairly and equally on an individual basis. And that's pretty simple for that regards. I also happen to not have an egotistical authoritarian complex about me, like some teachers out there do have, meaning that if a student does something wrong, I am not going to sit there and yell at them or shame them for them doing something wrong. I'm going to help them work upon their own strengths and weaknesses, um, for lack of better terms, to help them grow as individuals. When it comes to having dispositions I need to work on, I do need to work on my public speaking a little bit more because I will admit, sitting in front of this camera, for whatever reason, I'm a little bit nervous, but that's something that I can work on within my own time and be able to accomplish within my own merits rather quickly. Other than that, I don't have any other issues, as far as I'm aware at least, that would make it to where I would not have a good disposition for teaching. Um, in regards to qualities that educators should have, um, I believe that educators should be professional, but also show a human quality and not be a robot at all times, for lack of better words. I also believe that every educator or administrator within the education field should exercise equality and fairness when dealing with any other situation or any situation that they come across in and outside of the classroom. I also happen to believe that many teachers educators should not have an authoritarian complex about them. They need to realize that students have their own lives outside of school, but also realize that they have other classes that they need to attend as well. And there's many teachers that, believe themselves to be, just high up there, and they kind of take it out on students. One example being is that if a student happens to call a teacher by their first name, I've noticed it, and I've even had it happen to myself, where the teacher will scream and yell at you for such a minor thing. Now, granted that such an act is, what's it called? Unprofessional and somewhat disrespectful, I will admit. However, having such a reaction to being called the name that you were given by your parents when you were born is rather unprofessional. I do thank you for your time and everything else, and the opportunity that's being presented to me for this assignment to help me reflect upon myself as someone who wants to be an educator.